Welcome everyone, I'm the Depressed Eeyore, and the votes are in. It's actually Saturday. I said I was going to check on Sunday, but there hasn't been any changes for the past couple of days, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that's all the votes I'm getting, which I already assumed ahead of time, and I've already started doing some of the Let's Plays I promised. Playing in the background is XCOM Enemy Unknown, I think it is. I think that's what the latest subtitle is. It's just something to play in the background. I'm playing it on Classic, I'm not even keeping the save, but I at least kill some aliens. Anyway, let's get to the votes. I had a total of 10 votes. Which, first of all, thank you guys for voting. This has been the most participation I've had in, well, ever. So it's good. It's nice to have some feedback. Anyway, each of the votes. I'll start with the least votes first. Secret Mana got 1 vote. Some poophead voted for Final Fantasy X, but it's a friend of mine, so I'm pretty sure she was just goofing around. And then the 2 highest votes ended up being a tie, which was a little surprising. Final Fantasy VI and Final Fantasy Tactics both have 4 votes. I'm not sure if you guys were planning that, just to troll me or something, but that's how it ended up. Originally, the votes, Final Fantasy VI hit 4 votes rather quickly, and then gradually people started voting for Final Fantasy Tactics throughout the days. But I've already started recording Final Fantasy VI, because I like being proactive and doing stuff. So I already have about 21 parts of Final Fantasy VI recorded. I won't start uploading until after I finish with Genius of Sephiroth. I have to say, I was a little worried about doing a game that a lot of people are familiar with, but playing a game like this after playing so many Toho RPGs is it's a bit of a change, I have to say. Mainly, it's a lot easier. Like, a lot easier. You'll notice that I'm very shocked at how well I'm doing in the game. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing Final Fantasy Tactics. In fact, with this, I'm going to be uploading, along with this little update, I'll be uploading 2 videos of Final Fantasy Tactics ahead of time. That doesn't mean I'm going to start immediately, but I needed to do the first 2 videos because I need you guys to do some more voting. Those who are interested. If not, I'll just make up my own stuff. But I'm going to allow you guys to pick the classes I'll play, the job classes I'll be playing for Final Fantasy Tactics. I will go ahead and include a link in the description of all the classes, as well as on the video itself. But it'll be video 2 when I ask for the vote, so please vote there. If you vote here, I'll probably take it anyway. It's going to be first come, first served. I only have 5 characters, including Ramza. And yes, you guys can choose what Ramza can be, because I don't really care personally. For the other 4 characters, just tell me a gender and a job. If whoever the 5th person is, their gender is going to be ignored because Ramza has to be a guy. But I'll take the job into account. If it's something that takes a very long time to build up to, I may do some other job classes just to build up to it. But we'll see how it goes. I suggest reading up on the content patch for Final Fantasy VI, or at least the job classes, because they are very, very different. Characters like Knights, for example, have very different abilities now, along with a lot of these other black mages, and white mages also have very different spells now. There's no more Fire 1, Fire 2, Fire 3 junk. We actually have real spells for once. So take a look. I believe it does include the requirements as well as what equipment they can wear, because some of that such changed as well. Like squires can equip crossbows now, which is kind of neat, so forth. I will apologize for the quality of the first 2 Final Fantasy Tactics videos, because I don't think they were very good. I'm kind of torn between trying to explain the game like an RPG like I usually do. I usually assume my audience doesn't know anything, which is usually true with Toho, but not in this case. So I try to explain things like new players, but I'm also torn between explaining experienced players what has changed with the content patch. So it's like I'll end up saying things like, well, this is how it used to be, but now it's like this. And it's a little sloppy. But I just wanted to get those videos out there so you guys can start voting. And I'm going to have Final Fantasy Tactics be replacing Blood Bowl Chaos Edition, because it's getting a little getting a little stale. I do recognize the issue of fighting the AI opponent in Blood Bowl. It's just how it is, unfortunately. And my luck is rather horrible, and it's really hurting my ability to actually strategize in the game when I keep rolling double ones. I should just play craps and see if I can get hard ones and you know, become a millionaire or something with those sorts of luck. But I will try to finish the cup. I believe I am very close to finishing the current cup I'm doing. Actually, no, I'm not. I got a few more matches. Well, you guys are going to probably have about at least a week, maybe over a week of matches to go through. I still need to. That's assuming I can record everything. I'm also having technical issues with Blood Bowl Chaos Edition. It tends to crash. In fact, it usually, and all the times it's crashed, it's always while I'm doing rather well in the match, which is even more frustrating. So that's the other reason why I'm trying to not do it. Also, it's just I'm really tired of seeing the Norse pitch. It's really hard for me to say that random number generator is working when I'm getting the exact same pitch, which should be also random. So it's a bit annoying, to be honest. But I will try to finish the current cup I'm on, which I don't even think I haven't started it yet. You guys are about a cup behind as far as what I have recorded. But like I said, I'll try to finish the current cup, and then after that I will be starting with Final Fantasy Tactics, which will hopefully, by then I'll have some votes, and I'll have, you know, made preparations and videos and so forth. Like I said, Final Fantasy 6 will start the moment I finish with Genius of Sephiroth Extra, which shouldn't take too long. I have been uploading a little bit more. I've been doing 2 parts a day, simply because I have such a backlog now I can do that, and my semester should be over in about a week. So, with that taken care of, yeah, we'll have ourselves some Let's Plays. I may have to end up doing another RPG, which, I don't know, maybe I'll do Secret of Mana after I do Final Fantasy VI. I didn't realize how quickly I can go through Final Fantasy VI. Oh, speaking of Final Fantasy VI, I tried to get it to work. I tried to get anthologies to work on my PlayStation 1 emulator, but I could not get it to work. So I am playing Final Fantasy 3 on the SNES, which is actually 6. Not really much of a difference, but it does. You will have the black bars on the left and right. I cannot make it widescreen. So, and same thing for Final Fantasy Tactics. It will be full screen, not widescreen. I tried messing with the resolutions on the PS1 emulator because I can do that, but it just looks awful when I do that. And the font in Final Fantasy Tactics is very fuzzy to begin with, so it's a bit of an issue. So, like I said, Final Fantasy 3, there's not going to be much of a difference, just some misspellings because of the ROM I'm using, and I can't use the sprint button. I have to use sprint shoes all the time now, which takes up a slot, which is a little annoying. But like I said, it's going to be Final Fantasy 3, which is technically Final Fantasy 6 on the SNES ROM, and I will do Final Fantasy Tactics after I finish up the last cup on Blood Bowl. So there you go, everyone. I am the Depressed Dior, and this was your little voting update thing. See you guys later.
Dead and good work out there, Strike One.
If I may, Commander, the labs are on high alert.